All right, bye, Dad. See you when I get home. Bye. All right. Good evening, everybody. So today's sunset, 5:42, or all right. Today's sunset, 9:01 p.m. 8:01 p.m. on Standard Time, and sunrise today. We just started yet another stream. So, it's actually our first Saturday stream we've had done in a month because there's been a lot of football up here, and I've been checking the football schedules and football's been up here. And I checked the schedule and they're not there. I really see if why is he leaving these lights on? The analyze. I want to show you something. Where? We have to try over here. Yeah, don't worry. If they're not gone, that's okay, but you might drive. You gotta come by, you might drive over. You might gonna drive right over. Be all around. At home, but there was no way that was never be allowed to edit. That are banned now. And 20 and the whole site. And edit. Alright. Clearly, today is Saturday, July 6th. And that's about over a month. Because I did a stream out here. I may have to fluctuate if we have another Sunday. Yeah, depending on the weather. Because if it snows, getting on the person, but there was no choice, and we were sight banned. We knew it was likely coming to that. Like we knew we were going into a situation where we knew it would be bad. We would be in the back door. Like we knew it was going to be bad. But it is way more humid. That was not a position that I found myself in because not anywhere we wanted to be. We can edit more. Not anywhere we wanted to be, or you want to start talking about it. We were sight banned for the following. One, the edit that we were putting in. Two, so in our COVID reality, in our own timeline version of reality, we can go back as far back as there was. So at 2010, this was officially banned. And he was not going to get away with it. And honestly, a lot of people are saying he should not be. And it shouldn't be. And he shouldn't be. And that's 2010 should not be getting away with it. So everybody was saying 2010 500 when S2010 500 went way too far. Like, and that was the situation that we got ourselves into last year. I did not realize that I have been committing a lot of soft puppet activity and the people alive in the community now realize what we've done. We had all the evidence that we've placed there blocked us. So essentially, we were blocked. And I locked myself back into WhatsApp. And luckily there is no game. There is actually no game tonight, so up here. Oh, if you're not playing here, so we'll be able to resume streaming again. But we are. But we have to pay it. I know even so this is by this is what CFP like are still on because last night when I was here I that is still on Yeah, it had who left them on. It had who left them on, I'm guessing. Yeah, they're still on from last night. From last night. I think a lot had who, I think, do that. Just, we have like, we'll have something that we can see. And if we have, we did have that. That was the, I don't know. Yeah, I remember it. And remember, they can't close up the building. The building, because remember, he left all the steroids on. We're going to investigate on the fire. And I think tomorrow somebody will be coming in. I'm guessing maybe Jason or Amy or somebody. And here, one of the guys. I think it might be one of the guys. Tomorrow, I don't think he's like to turn on. Maybe they did turn on. Oh yeah, I know, maybe they're on. Maybe they were left. Maybe they did turn themselves off automatically. Or someone did come in. I mean, what? Maybe they did. They're, they're still on. The lights are still on. I can see them. They're still on. I can see them, but I can barely see the sun. But the light, I think, I think they turn on the camera. Because it had, the lights are off. And, maybe they are off. Maybe they did turn off. Maybe the actual did. Maybe the actual was right. They did turn the lights off. And maybe they did turn off. Well, we could say we're kind of we're powered down here. There is nobody here tonight, so it has to be. So it's just me tonight. And I may will have to try to walk around, check all the doors and everything. Because I may have to go check out, check for everything, like type of the building. It is looking locked. I'm gonna read the sign. So if they might be trying to deter anybody from getting in, because all the lights are turned off. And I wonder if somebody did come and investigate the light. I have a feeling it might be their supervisor, like their supervisor would be up here. The uh, supervisor would be up here, and I think that the supervisor likely was up here, and turn it off. So our building is in darkness. So we are in pitch blackness, guys, here in the building tonight. So the lights are off in the stairs. I'm gonna need to read those signs that guys can pause when you need a movie back and see if there were any lights left on. And there were a few. Boy, I know that there were a few lights that were left on. I've been noticing lights have been getting left on here. Let me everything's found that the building lights are off. It's dark. It is in dark, so we are in pitch blackness here, guys. For the next like 2 months or so, we're not gonna be seeing. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be seeing any of the civilians here tonight, for at least another 2 months. For another 2 months, so it's gonna be quite dark. So this building's gonna be really dark. So this building's gonna get really dark. So the building will be pretty dark. Let's have some. So Friday evening are probably gonna be the only time there is somebody in the building. And I think it's just that cat. It's just the cat left here. I gotta see if these signs were here before. As these signs were here before. As the signs were here before. I don't know who was here this morning, but that somebody came in and I think the lights were off. For some reason the light turned off. I don't wanna read the sign. No. So essentially that meant no public washroom access. Because remember the building's closed. I hate the public washroom access signs were put up. I'm not even guessing it was probably that casual. It might have been the civilians or the casual because or the casual, so the building is shut down. Or you're not gonna be able to get in here, guys, as the building's closed. And will remain closed until September in the evening. But I think we're officially in darkness today. Well, things are fine right now. We're only in July, but and sunset's like 9:02 p.m. But I'm saying like about about maybe 6 weeks or so. So to start getting a little bit dimmer here. we're gonna start dimming here in these. It's gonna start getting dimmer here, and we don't have the custodians that can turn the lights on, so we're gonna be in the pit. We're gonna be in pitch black. So it's gonna be pitch black. So it's gonna be pitch black here. So it will really be pitch black. Uh, uh, but yeah, and next week's live stream will probably have to take place July 24th. Or not July 24th, on a Sunday because I'm gonna be I'm not gonna be in town this weekend. I'm not gonna be in town Saturday next Saturday. So next Sunday will be unless I go out of town. But last weekend we didn't do a live stream here because it was head of the day, so I wound up doing it for head of the day so I would see the fireworks. Now back to regular routines for the rest of the year. Maybe for the rest of the year, except for maybe the Christmas parade. Probably for Christmas. Probably Santa Claus parade. I put Santa Claus parade instead for we are going live. Go live. And I don't know what this week will start to look like in the coming months. Once we start to when I start doing these live streams. So just watch what happens week over week here. And notice how much time will really pass. So we really start to see. That right now is getting really long. But over time, it's going to slip lower and lower in the sky. And every night, it's going to get lower and lower. Every night, every day, it's going to get lower. And every week, we're just going to get lower and lower in the sky. Where eventually, it's going to start setting around. But it is getting really dark. It does get really dark. So no washroom, no public washroom access. So I have a feeling that security was here and it didn't arm up the building. I guess that Hasbro doesn't arm up the building. Somebody came out. Someone had to come out. So I think this is for everybody that when the building's closed, and I know when we had this last year too, and there have been a few times, however, where this has happened before, but the lights have been getting left on here in this building when people were away, when the custodians were away. And they will probably know because I live stream. I think in the next couple of months, Like once the school year starts up, this building is just busy. And I know once the school year starts. Other than the Friday night when the casual was here, this building is closed on weekends. This building is closed on Saturdays, but it's open. I think it's open in the mornings briefly, but when I'm here, it's closed. This is not open. So I won't see Steve or anybody, Steve, MJ, Jason, or anybody here in the evenings until September when things go back to regular hours and then we can start doing more of our visits again. But it's gonna have to depend if we're gonna be able to stream here. And my office starts to depend on what's gonna happen by September because if I'm gonna have a job, especially if I'm gonna have a job. So I might have a job here, and my dad submitted that resume into the typical. So as right now, I'm just somewhat enjoying my summer. But I also might just hesitate if I and I'm gonna have to meet with that 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 person because there's a really good chance that I'm gonna have to really start discussing what the future of my YouTube channel could really start to be if I have a job and what the life stream schedule could start to look like and what would happen here and what would happen here and what would happen here with my live streams because in terms of doing my videos and live streams stuff in terms of doing my videos and live streams stuff I'm in terms of doing live streams up here. If I have a job, I may not be able to do that many of these walking streams as I did this year, simply because if I'm going to be full-on employed, I'm not going to have time to do videos. And it might take a couple of years, but eventually we could start getting into the thousands. But we were willing to contend for Telephone at the Burton, and there was no Telephone plan that year. And so I went to be working, so I went to work. So I wound up working at Shoppers, and that's where I've been. Now the year's done, I'm at we're finally summer again. Finally start doing streams out here again. Finally start doing streams out here again. And finally start really enjoying the summer weather. And we're just gonna make it a chill summer, and then after that, start everyone, yeah, you're gonna have to give everything up because there could come a day eventually where I am going to have to get a job. Because where I am going to have to get a job because I realize I might not be able to, and I might not be able to do this as a job and as a video, and I've been able to stream for a while, but I've been going really successfully on YouTube. But I think a lot of people are thinking that it is time to move on. It's time to get a job, and we are we can now no longer guarantee we're going to be able to do video. Tomorrow morning will be stream, and then will be tomorrow morning will be a stream, and then tomorrow night. But instead, So the schedule for the walk around Friday we have casual. If the weather, we're gonna have a severe storm, and we did have a lightning. Remember, and that's all gonna depend on what happens. But the building is what? But and there was no I thought that maybe the youth were correct. That maybe it is time to move on from type U. Because maybe it is time to move on. That he already should be Crosby's buddy, but then Crosby might be gone too. I don't know. And if I have a job, I mean, I might not have time to even be coming out here. In fact, I may have to wind up quitting even YouTube. I may have to maybe stop doing videos altogether. And I mean, I may have to live. And once I get into that old age, and I kind of start really thinking about my future here because, and other than walk, there's been nothing going on for me. And other than walks, other than doing these walks, I really don't have really anything to do, especially come September. And once September comes around, I'm not going to be able to be up here a lot because by again, and we will be having to go back to evening walks. But if I have a job, I will probably be forced to give everything up. I have to give Nora up too. And unfortunately, Nora, I think I am going to need to drop the ultimatum here. You know, I might have to give Nora a ultimatum here because if I have a job, and I don't want to be harsh, but Nora, if I have a job, we're not going to be able to talk as much as we are now because the friend that you've been talking with isn't doing anything at all. And then the friend, I'm definitely thinking Laura might be coming back. And I knew the day, Robert. I was gonna do a live stream from the road. Unfortunately, the law of the land, I really don't know. I don't work. The camp would have been really. We had especially where we were last summer. People are in the camps. People are in with a hefty price because getting rid of somebody will come with a hefty price. But this is one of the hottest temperatures we've seen here so far this year. And the building's going to be pretty much empty for the next couple of months. And then after that, it's going to get cold. After that, when September comes around, places are gonna start getting busy again, and Saturday nights are gonna be starting to see live stream. We'll start seeing people again, and we really will not have the whole building the whole school to ourselves on weekends until other than just individual holidays, but until probably Christmas. On weekends again until Christmas. Until roughly the Christmas break. Until the Christmas break. And we will be hopefully doing a lot of walks out here, around Christmas. But it was, I can really say the 2023 Christmas, and I could have to do it again this year too, but last year I had to work at Christmas Rush. So last year I had to work at Christmas Rush. And instead of attending a lot of my major school events that we would traditionally do and doing the challenge thing, we ended up having to work at home manage. So this was clearly the 2023 Christmas was the first one that we ever had to pretty much home manage. And for a lot of people that were kind of asking me why I haven't attended, I think I'm glad we didn't come out say that a lot of previous school years, yes, I was still attend live stream occasionally a lot, but I really stopped doing it last year over this because of the work, and I haven't had time. And the reason is that I haven't had time anymore to attend live streams. Early back when at least when I had my job placement, this was my first live stream in September 2023. So it was like the last time, which it took almost 9 months ago. So over 9 months ago. And I officially made my return back to Robert's live streams. Friday nights I'll be watching Robert's streams. Sunday night will be this live where I do my live walk around, and then Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. through the time when I leave will be the Reynolds Happy Hour. Will be the Reynolds Happy Hour. That's our program for the summer. It may be into September, depending on if people are here. As the big problem really was with the music was because overtime, because I remember there's been a lot of custodians here, and we saw that when we started doing the Reynolds Happy Hour for a couple weeks when we've been doing it, things were going well. The building was empty, we could do a lot of our songs, and after school year started, especially when I started seeing, I think, Ron, and I think it wasn't an issue at that time period, but man, when we really started getting interrupted, I think we had getting interrupted with custodians, but then that one night came, I think September 29th, I was starting to play the TNT one, I used to tell song, and nothing really was interrupted until we got to TNT. At one point, the door opened and they emerged, and there comes Billy and Steve, and we got started, and this was really when it started becoming when we started to meet them, and I remember we started playing at Benny Hill, but we are seeing a bit of a return of the Reynolds Happy Hour, and it is making a comeback. And the Reynolds Happy Hour will be making a bit of a comeback here. And all of it depends on the suit and right here. And I realize him. And that's when I realized that they're not alone. That Steve and Brian are alone. He did one of the three. I want to tell you guys about this. That I'm on there hanging off the movies tonight. And I am gonna keep streaming, but I want to tell everybody is that I am on that from last July on. Yeah, from last July on, my exercise making was a complete disaster. We were not ready. We were not ready for what was coming. But we were willing to be ready to work. And, but they never said yes. And that promptly put our editing in the dumper in the but it really took some time. Yeah, I got in trouble. I mean, yeah, I got in trouble for that. I want to thank him for that. I've been for him. I don't know what I got myself into. Because I was completely shocked that, and I was caught off guard by the way, and I was caught off because I got caught off guard. Like, I should not have let my guard down because clearly what we got into was very bad. The situation we got ourselves into was very bad. We could not fix the problem like we were here. There was no way we could fix it. And we were blocked. I think, well, you deserved it, man. You knew you were gonna get banned, but I was saying, myself, that it was probably only a matter of time because clearly we should have listened. And I never got into an edit violation ever, and it was honestly really scary because if you were in that situation where I was, it was clearly time to you take a when you spend 550 it's better off banned from Wikipedia. These lights are off, but I remember I asked Casual, hey, who can you leave the lights on? And then now all the lights are off. So maybe they do turn off automatically. I don't know. And that's a good thing that actually was taken because I want to say there was a lot of people. I think it was right for Andrew or Huddy. It was a good thing Huddy did impose the sanctions because if I didn't tell him, I would have been in a lot of trouble. And thank God I did because thank God I did. Yeah. If I didn't say something, thank you would have found out. I have people blocked right now. So what's going on with But I went COVID, but hell, even with the death with the New Jersey Devils. So everybody here we're gonna play hell and team a few times, but I would be expecting the Leafs to win. But I know given his coaching, I don't know how good he would be with the Devils, so I don't think he's gonna be good to leave. That if he wasn't that with the Leafs, or at least maybe at least I could have regular season success, but I think as it comes for the playoffs, he hasn't really. So I have a feeling if this is like the case for Toronto, I don't know about New Jersey. How New Jersey, if he said if it's going to be the same problem in New Jersey as in New Jersey, and Toronto doesn't. But it was a short time for the Leafs. I'm 46 minutes into the live stream, but it's just been really difficult to kind of look back at my channel or look back at this time of year and just say, back when you know the power went out, here would be when you hear that alarm going off. And I do know that we did recently have an issue. I think that's the air conditioning in the building, but I think in the wintertime, this place is pitch black at this time of night. Even if we stayed on daylight saving time, it would be dark. So like, if it would be even if we stuck to daylight time, this would be the most. But yeah, even if we stuck with daylight saving time, it would be dark at this time, no matter what time of year it would be. It would be on standard time, but if we were on standard time, then that would be, we would not have daylight up at this time until we spring forward in March. Or we wait another month or so into April of light here or May. But it is actually making it quite darker here. But this is the darkest this spot will be. But this is the darkest the spot will be this time of day. And keep in mind, guys, the sun's at a higher latitude, so we're gonna have to think below the horizon. Yeah. The power would have. One time I did a live stream up here a couple weeks ago, and then my dad texted me saying we lost power. I was going to charge my battery. I had to turn my phone off. And we found out I had to turn my phone off. The high-speed charger was the reason we got up to like 59%. And that's how fast it can charge. And at least this like a high charging range. unless the cat decides to wake my dad up again, you would use his laptop. Use that. But, but there was no way we could come back, and we went. But, man, that sucked. That sucked. To say we have to lose games, but well, it happens. That's what happens in life. Like, problems happen all the time. Everybody thinks it's funny to like mess with the users. I don't think it's funny. Yeah. I don't think it's funny. I think it's funny. Man, you can just mess with the user. They're not kidding. I don't find it funny, and I have to agree. And I totally stand with Andrew Lim on this. And I totally stand with the community on this. With the community on this. And I have to stand with Andrew Lim on this. And I'm sorry for my actions, but I do agree with some of the changes. But I do agree with some of the changes. We could have removed just a lot of the unsourced content, a lot of vandalism that cracked down hard, and I recognize protecting the articles was also something that nobody wanted to do. So I'm very glad for you, Andrew, that you took action against us, on this topic. I agree with what you and Tucky are saying. But do not literally revert or edit without my permission, always. Because I realize that you just literally you guys scared you guys scared me to death. And every time I get a message on my top page, I realize, oh no, like sometimes those messages are good, but this time was a legit serious. But this time was serious. He said, but this time it was very serious. Then when I had 5 notifications, and then I went to bed. After I went to bed, I did not realize what was starting to happen on my top page that night, and what started to happen transpire. And I undid his changes. And I was starting to establish something at top. So I was going to start to establish something at top here before reverting again. But there was no discussion. And I was banned. And I was officially banned. I mean, that's from freefall. It was just freefall. Absolute freefall for me. Like, we were not ready on any level. I totally wish the community would clearly side with us and say, hey, Dylan, I'm fine with your edits here. You're okay. You're in the clear to continue. But no. And you know what happens with our edits? They get thrown in the dump. They got thrown in that from promptly put my edits in the dump. But I clearly threw the channel, and they were saying the community now knows that what you've done. You are in trouble, and you are done. Everybody saying, I'm done. And saying, I'm done dealing with you. I was on the version of just saying, I'm done. I'm done dealing with you. I was saying, you just took away my edits. I'm done. I'm done with this. And the problem is that when we have new stuff, the problem is whether or not you think this community is built, where we actually built to edit COVID-19 copies. Because, yes, from the moment that when we had that from the moment, I guess they got nervous. I guess the community got nervous. They started getting really concerned, and they moved very quickly to stop and control it. But I'm sorry for what had happened, guys, and like 2 years ago, and also our IP ban is officially going to expire soon, so we'll once again be able to resume the edits as long as I can, as long as I'm able to do so, as long as I have that ability. If I have that ability. Since I recognize the purpose why the block came into effect, and everybody's gonna say, well, Dylan, this is what you did. You did everything wrong. I'm trying to defend myself and say, did you guys think I was really in a full edit order? Or was this something to see I can get rid of me? And I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry to this community that has not, and I'm disappointed. And to this day, I am very, very, and I'm telling that we're disappointed. I know a lot of you who would really love or like to have me on there, but there are consequences. We trusted you, yeah, trusted you, and you blew it. And now we're all dealing with consequences. Because your unwillingness to help. Let's be clear. We did not mean any harm as it comes to our edits. I remember I remember helping you guys, and I did not do anything wrong. And you know what? I did not do anything wrong to you guys. So I don't know why I got myself into that trouble. Nowhere have I done that. And nowhere have I done that. Ever done that to you. As I said, nowhere have I put nowhere have I ever in all my time with editing with the I've never gotten into that situation before. I've never been put into that situation before. We were not ready. Clearly, we for our lesson, guys. I'm actually going to teach this as a lesson to you guys. Do not edit war in the Wikipedia community because you can get in trouble. They can come to your talk page. They can. So I am sending a message here saying, quote, to deter people. And everyone thinks, well, you can edit war when I do it. I'm pretty much saying, be careful what you're saying because no matter how many times we've gotten banned, we could still be banned from anything if you guys try to edit on my behalf. I can get a lot. I'm in really big trouble, and then I can get really, and you guys could be in trouble too. And also follows me, I could be in a lot more trouble with the community. And because that's like the furthest trouble that they can do on that community level, at a site level. If we gotta start to worry about the Wikimedia Foundation and eventually what they could do, in the event of a ban, in the event that comes, because I simply said I'm done screwing around and it ruined it. So how do you ruined it? Oh, I wanted that it would be of it. How do you ruined it? And then it got ruined. And so I want to send a message to the poor people that be careful what you do. And I'm saying this is consuming a lot more battery faster than when I yeah. So it will be the Reynolds happy hour will be it's hot over here. Ooh, otherwise no coming back from situation. So we were essentially so we were really we are really in trouble. Yeah. Despite everything we've been through today up to this point. Eventually once we move into like September, I am gonna need to start migrating back to pants. And then eventually back to my sweater. And eventually maybe back to my pants and even sweater. And I am gonna start reverting back to wearing my sweater out here at night, really starting to go back to wearing my SAT swim, wearing my sweater out here in September, and then eventually that for a couple weeks, and then eventually back into my winter jacket and sweater, and then go from there. I can have something that can keep me warm. And I can have something that can keep me warm. We'll have like a double layer. We'll have a double layer so it won't get cold very easily. So that if we don't get cold, we don't get too cold. We don't get too cold, but so we will get cold, but we won't get too cold. And November is when we start getting into the colder evenings. It's that when the weather starts to trend in the cold side, or on the cold side. So we are dropping in battery a lot faster, so we're gonna need that high speed charger when we get home. And then get this battery up to somewhere that we can be up to where we could be at a point where we could be in bed. And that one can charge fast at nighttime. And that one can charge fast, really fast. And bring our battery back up to like in the 90s. Up to like where we were before the stream. Before. So if we won't run low on battery yet. And we're only 1 hour and 5 minutes into the stream. So I think we'll other one this is gonna start this the issue is that once it starts getting dark up here, then we're not gonna have enough light to be able to see by because this winter it will be the whole night. Because we won't get any daylight until well into March. Until well into March. Until well into March. Daylight until well into March. Daylight past this time of day until well into like September. So meaning that eventually by the time we reach early September, I think especially by the end of August, summer, especially the end of August, especially August, we're gonna start losing a lot of daylight up here. And then eventually it'll start getting dark. So we will need to remove the sunglasses. And we're not gonna have daylight up here. So we will be removing the sunglasses. And we'll be out until and we will have plenty of light to see by. And then we'll have plenty of light going home. So my brother once day was just getting really. And I look back like earlier this year, and we were not in a very good thing. I lost it early in. It's looking like the second half of the year. It is starting to feel like June up until now. We're kind of like back on, kind of on a bit of a rebound here. We're starting to feel like we're going on a bit of a rebound. We're starting to see a rebound in my life. And it felt like everything just went back to being, I just should be good, happy, probably in the best year, and then things just really stopped around September. And this is the thing for really good month. Last June was actually the first really good month in like sometime September. And it was like everything was like a down move. I was Steve got injured, and then that was that day you came back. And it was right on the day you came back. He passed away. My grandpa passed away on the day you came back. Day that you were started on modified. And it was just so happened that it was the day that you started on modified. And then I was up here. But this place is gonna get dark. But eventually later on in the year, this is gonna get dark. Before we It's gonna get dark, it's gonna get cold. And I can tell when the cold weather comes, battery's gonna be going down really fast, and what we're gonna be doing on weekends is that we're not gonna be staying out here. I think what we might do is our stream will be shorter. Might be shorter because of the cold weather. I hope with the cold weather we're gonna shorten the live stream. Yeah, and then we get down to a very low percentage. It's gonna take quite a long time for the battery to get back to a percent range where we can get back to about 100%. Because if we get the battery in at a high speed, and if we get it on a high speed, we have it charging at a high speed. We can be back into the start from the very low, wait a few hours. And that's just how fast mommy charges it could be. And eventually I'm gonna run low on battery, so and we will not have very much battery. So that's why I waited until I had security. And now that my phone's on LTE, so our live stream will be. Oh, somebody's watching. Who will this be? Is this his ad? Casual over here. Alright, so hello, whoever's watching. That might be some of my friends. That might be some of my YouTube subscribers. I don't know who this would be. Is this Steve? Hi, Steve. If you're watching. Weather today is 7:47 and we still have a lot of daylight. Like, just watch it go down over time. Get shorter and shorter over time. I watched for well into the summer. This is gonna get less. Just watch this get. Just watch the daylight get shorter and shorter and shorter until and then eventually the streams go. William pitch black this, so when and when it starts to get cold, I need to get home. It's gonna start to feel like it's gonna get cold. And I feel like La Nina is coming on, but it's been slowing recently. I feel like the trend is shifting toward warm neutral or even El Nino. It would be a kind of bit of a shock if El Nino comes back. It would be quite a bit of a surprise. I feel like maybe in the end we might trend back toward. We might head back into. We might return to El Nino conditions fall and come definitely in for more colder winter. And we might be trending toward more colder and toward more cold. Yeah. And you would have to be maybe closer into the middle to have a cold winter. We did have it into neutral for La Nina that winter, and we were closer toward a neutral winter. And it's been so many years if we had a new or a neutral winter. It's only 7:51, so I say it's gonna get dark before 4 o'clock. Before after 9, a little bit around 9 o'clock. It is setting around 9 o'clock, so it'll be at 9 o'clock, maybe some days in an 8, and then we'll be setting like 8 after 8 2 months later, so it will be getting a little bit shorter every day. And we'll be getting a little bit shorter every day until as the month tick by, so we'll be moving into like winter. Very slow. It's gonna be a slow progression, but and it will be a slow progression into winter. Yeah. 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 Uh, I've been archiving that. I went for like 2 days at Christmas, but then after that, I really have not gone back this year. I have not been back since Christmas. I don't think I've been back there since Christmas. And now I haven't been back there since Christmas. So back when but the way this user was saying gave me an opportunity that I have not had. And I think this is the best experience that the closest that we've had to this. We were willing and but there was no. I think this community needs to understand. They need to they don't understand. Now, you gotta listen. This point. Oh yeah, my God. I told you. Um, and there was no indication of a lifting of the block. I'm wondering if they officially quit everything from we kind of hit a bit of an impasse like last year. And Brian, Brian, me here. Brian. I am celebrity here. I am looking like it's starting to get. It looks like it is starting to feel like the sun's getting a little bit dimmer now than we were as we get toward winter. And this will work in every week or so, or at least every week or so. This is gonna start, the light's gonna fade earlier and earlier, and then eventually, like being enough that and start to take my sunglasses off. We can be dark enough that we can take my sunglasses off. I can start taking my I might start taking my half, and then I'm gonna have to start taking my sunglasses off, and then I start to see better, and then eventually, and once winter comes around, we need to, we start. And once that starts happening, we will take our sunglasses off. We'll be able to see our live stream without light. And once we drop below 13 hours or 14 hours, like we're over like 15 hours, still daylight, but once we start dipping below 15, that's going to be usually the early signals that the sun is shifting in the evening sky, in the morning sky a little bit. And that's going to be usually the early signals that the sun is getting lower and getting into that time of year where the rate of it is going to start increasing rapidly. So I think we're really at the phone charge, all the way from I think the low 20s up to like the 50s within a span of 2 hours. The phone charge to the 80 area. I've never gotten into this type of mess. I remember the community asking me that does not define a ban. I remember the community making suggestions for me to start transitioning them to, and we said no because that can actually get again consensus, and he said no. And when I found out about that, I was not happy with it. But when I found out about that, I really took it in my own hands to say, no, I don't consent to this, and I will not and I will deny this option. And that's exactly what we did. We took every step necessary. I turned down their offer, I think, and when the community did this, it's gonna turn the battery back. And doing uh I remember I couldn't even put my edit on my top page when I wanted to. It's very interesting to see how much the band started to slowly, and I sort of like how that band started to slowly creep in and started to soak into us that we were likely not getting our house back. And when I found out that they were doing this, I immediately said, no, don't. I would have said, hey, stop reverting my edits. Like, if you're like this, why not you help? I would have said, hey, stop reverting my edits. I've been a good editor for you guys. Well, how about you help us? I stayed up here I waited until 6:30 and then start the stream. If a lot of time to start getting it get dark up here. I start getting dark out gradually. And when I start doing these streams more and more, or, or a week over week, I think next week it's gonna get a little shorter, I think, and then I think next week, and then the following week. I think really gonna start declining. And when I found out about this, I told him, or actually asked him questions, clarification that left to remove him, which he did. So now I don't have that option. I am willing to end it. I used to be really slow, but I had to move really fast. But if I went with the token until bell strategy and getting the pick was done, it can be done really fast. Yeah. 18, 19, 20, 20. And then without a break, without taking a and not taking a break, we can do this as long as we need to. We can just do this, get all the stuff out of the board, and not have to come back. And we wouldn't have to come back. And what we did was that we did the pick quickly, started with section 1, and we did it where, like, we don't have to come back to the back to clean everything out. We can take everything out, get everything on the floor, drop my stuff back off, and then just go in pace for the rest of the day and start winding down my day. And that's how we did it for at least 2 months. We do pick with, we pick everything, get everything on the toes, get everything onto the floor, pull everything out, and then go back, drop my stuff off, we're done for the day, and then we're just start work for the day. And that's how things would typically be on the first day. But and that week when they had the inventory came, and we were below average. You know, when first the sun is getting lower in the western sky now as it was I say earlier. But we're gonna lose daylight here. But we just lost the sun. So we just lost the sun in the northwestern horizon. So and we just lost the sun in the northwestern horizon. So it you're getting lower and lower earlier and earlier. And eventually this is gonna start getting lower and lower earlier and earlier. And then eventually I think by the time that we start coming up here, like around September, October, it's gonna already be starting to get dark and we're gonna be in pitch blackness. By that stage, there's gonna be Stogians around again. There's gonna be Stogians around. It's gonna be here. So we were just trying to kill him Steve here, so yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna get my phone charged, but wait guys. I do my streams up here, and I did do my streams up here, and do what I and and I and I do a few live streams up here myself. So yeah, I think the light were turned off, and I'm thinking that somebody was in the building today because I think someone went in the building today because it went while all the lights are getting left on when they're not around. They're being left on, especially when nobody's here. With the building being empty for quite a long period of time here, wonder when the sun starts getting its lowest position in the evening sky just after dark. And then once it starts getting dark out, it's not gonna dark out here around this time of day, especially starting around September. Starting around as early as September, we're not gonna get there early as August. We start seeing a little bit of it, but it will start to be more present more and more as we move into September. Like one of the as early as like the second or third week of August when I might start taking off my sunglasses, or I might start to, hey, it's getting dark enough, start taking off my sunglasses. But then I'm gonna start taking off my sunglasses. It's gonna start getting dark. Take off my sunglasses. Again, and I'm gonna have to keep doing it week over every week or so until we start getting into the darkest months of the year, which March, which the darkest daylight of the year. Notice how that the daylight just decreases. So that's gonna be kind of like what daylight will be like in September. And eventually, I will have to start. I will not really need him anymore. I'm just gonna be because the sky's gonna be getting dark very early, so early enough that I'm not gonna need them anymore. Is that we're not gonna really need to wear my sunglasses anymore. Once sun gets dark and the sky starts getting dark again early. But we're only in July. We're only in early July, so we have a long way to go before we get to that stage. So, well, I say soak in like I think around the end of July when it starts setting. I say that might be starting to feel like the time to start taking them off, and then start taking them off, or start to take them off, and then start to take them off. It will be starting to get dark enough as to when we dark enough to say, we just kind of start taking them off. Kind of start taking them off. We're past the time when the light should be on. And we're past the time when the light should be kicking on, so pretty much. And we're past the time when the light should be and when the parking lot light should be turning on. So we may need to and yeah, we're past that time. So the hour of daylight savings will eventually need to shift everything forward an hour. We're only getting dark. And this is the darkest that the day is going to be till Ramadan. And that we are losing daylight. So if you notice, the daylight is starting to go down a little bit because sunset's still after 9, but at this time of the year, but it's gonna get dark. This is gonna get a lot earlier and earlier until we reach the end of August here, and eventually, even at this time, it's gonna start getting dark. So we're not gonna really start seeing here out here. We're gonna eventually have to start. We're gonna have to eventually. And we're not gonna be able to see out here. And we're not gonna be able to see that well out here. So eventually, by the time we reach the middle of summer, like the middle and latter half of summer, it will not be as bright out here. And the light out here will start to decrease. So eventually, stream would have to wind up being may end up having to be done in pitch blackness. I think we may have to wind up moving them to the morning. We may have to wind up potentially just like we may have to wind up moving them to the morning when there are no civilians around here in the Highland. And could have a proper night mode. So if it gets dark, especially when it gets dark, we are not going to be able to see, but the camera might continue to provide us light. So we'll still have daylight. But as it gets closer to sunset, this is as bright as this is as much light that we're going to start to get out here. We'll have a lot of light going out for the other students at school, but eventually, I think in the next couple weeks, even that's going to start going. So eventually, once we get like 30 or so, I'm going to start having to take off my sunglasses so I can start to see better. So I can maybe start to see. Maybe I start doing a bit of a walk around here and then head home and then pack up here. And pack up. I don't think the building was armed. And the big problem is I don't know why no. I started to get darker out here. of the stream. You're not going to be able to see out here. And we will not be able to see out here. So eventually, this could be like that head of the day stream where it will be, and we saw that with a frequency with head of the day that it will start to fade. It's like the daylight hours here are fading. It's going to be sooner or later that the daylight hours will fade, and this will start to fade, meaning that we're not going to have very much daylight out here. The darkness is going to start to descend. I'm hybrid. But we got really seen the sun's angle shift. Like the shift's gonna continue until it's gonna get lower and lower as like the night goes on. As July and into August starts to come on, but it's only July, so it's only really early. We're not too early, but and you can tell, it's early, and we're only in, and it's early, and we're only in August, so, and we're only in August, so, or no, we're only in July, so, this is, I think, really the only ever longest month of the daylight hours of the year. We're still be out here at like 9, but really once you get into like August or so, it's gonna start going down really fast. Once we get past mid-August, it will become more and more obvious. And from that time until then, about Shilligan's here, it's gonna get fainter and fainter from here. But this right here, guys, is only one of the brightest months of the year in terms of daylight hours. It's only bright, and this is the brightest month of the year. If I envision having to live in a reality where this is gonna happen, and when they did that, I simply said to them, "Oh, no." And I said unanimously, "No." It was a definite no. And they said, "No, no, a definite no, no." Was no, no, and they said no. And I tried everything I can to have them say yes, and they said no. And I had another no, so it was like clearly it was a definite no. And this is gonna start, at least this thing's kind of gonna keep you warm. Through the winter months, you're gonna really start seeing the daylight hour, or you're gonna start definitely progressing to see the daylight hours start to fade. I just like to getting dark up here. What time does this time of day start getting? And we start losing daylight, so I know exactly when we have to start to watch the Dolphins did. And next week, we're probably going to be having to do this on a Sunday unless a weather system, unless something happens. We will be doing a stream Sunday night in London. In London. We will be doing a stream Sunday night and walking up here. And yeah, with the exception of last weekend and now the weekend where we're going to London on the road, we will be on the road. So there may not be a head of the day stream unless we may be on the road. Heading back home. Only 49% battery. So we are under 50%. So we can span a lot of battery within the span of the whole stream. So if we're not going to make 3 hours, this is why that when I have my conversations with the Estonians, and remember, they may be a lot busy. Plus, Steve may be busy dealing with the permit, so. And Brian maybe, sometimes Brian might join me. But besides that, Steve, we're gonna have having a wait. Panic attack. My time in the education system really did require me to take some time off. And I was clearly taking months off, and eventually after that, well, I would have been watching Robert's streams, but remember, in the wintertime especially, that's gonna get really old. And that's gonna start getting, these locks here are gonna start getting very old. I know. One thing I have noticed, and it hasn't been war. One thing I have noticed, and we haven't had enough daylight this year, completely in the darkness. I have to come right back home. At this time of day, it's not getting any dark from here until tomorrow morning we'll be doing streams again. Sunday morning, Monday morning we'll be doing a lot of things. So I'm just cutting off my stream. I'm gonna be getting ready to leave. I'm now leaving my track up from home from school, and then I'm gonna go in, charge my battery, and then we'll relax or we'll get my battery charged up. And that's gonna be really fast. So keep an eye on that. I do a lot of these streams out here every night, but camera discrimination. I never had discrimination accusation against me. And notice I've been really nice to people, but you come across as that. Like I do not appreciate. And you know what? No, I did not appreciate what the Oscar did. And you know what? I don't. I think it's quite high here.
You guys gonna run on the lake, or like on the lake course tomorrow?
So it is now 8:30 p.m. Time to start heading home. 30 p.m. My time here is done for the night. So I am calling a night. We're just starting to make my way back home. So my live stream is coming up to 2 hours. So I'm just now finally making my way home. So we're up to 2 hours before since I started the stream at how. So at least I got my key. I got my key here so I can get inside the house. And then I'm gonna need to make sure that I have it on me in case I do get locked out and I need to get in so I have a key and have a key. Nobody home. I don't know if he will be, but I went to the school. So I went to the school. That when I was younger. And remember, I may not be able to. I think when my dad and my dad broke my Ian, Joshua, mom and dad, it was that beautiful and we got the house for that anniversary thing. It will leave me in the house, in the whole house, all by myself for the night. What could just be me in the house with the hat until. So I'm not going to be, so I will probably not be able to come up here that day. So I probably will not be able, I probably won't be able to come up here on Sunday for that. I'm gonna need to make sure I have my key on me, so. And I am gonna need to make sure I have my key on me. So. And I am gonna need to make sure I have my key on me. And I will be on for a minimum of 20 minutes and then I'm gonna be back in the house. And nobody's gonna be home. No one's gonna be getting home. I mean, I gotta make sure the house is locked. And I'm gonna need to make sure that the house is locked. And I unlock my door and I get inside and I chill inside. And my mom and dad will be in Stratford. Unless Joshua decides to bail and winds up just being us in the house. For a while, it was just Chris was also at the house too. And then it was, I think, eventually it was just me, Joshua in the house. And we're now up to 2 hours. 2-hour live stream. And the clouds here. I was like over 199 days ago when I scheduled all these videos. And then, so this video would have been scheduled back in December. So essentially last year. So essentially, now the content is starting to go down. So I scheduled all my July content. And when he did that, I was simply not, and he simply did not do it. And when he did that, he said, "I'm not within your block." I told him, dude, I told him, like, is this like it? Is this like it? Return? Sunsets are getting, sunset is getting a lot earlier. Today, well, we're a little bit early. We're down from the 9:03 sunset from June, or earlier June. We're down to like 9:01, so we dropped a little bit. It's gonna get very obvious more and more. Once we get past July, it's gonna get extremely. Like the descent down is gonna be really, really, really fast. Start thinking back. So start thinking back. The very first was in June of was in June of was in June of was in June 2000 was in June of 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 so I'm gonna have to think back. I'm really getting dark.
I'm from Romania. Yeah.
He was in psychology back home.
Yeah.
No,
Project management and stuff. Yeah. So, well, I was in my youth. I was training as a pilot, 17 hours.
For me. Okay, now 2000 was in June of and I think back. My very first sunset was in June of an annual thing. Mom and Dad are at the movie, me I'm at the house, and then my dad will be out with coworkers. I probably won't be coming up here tomorrow evening. Apart from that casual, it will I won't have any of our usual friends. We won't have Steve. We won't have Bry. It's just going to be that casual. You have that? It's getting dark. And we're slowly getting dark. And I'm gonna have to think back. Everything is overgrowing here. Now it's getting dark. And we're getting dark. Or it started. I do. Mom and Dad are out for a movie. I mean, I'm going. And we're doing this. Fun. But it's getting towards sunset here. So we are now on the way home. I'm gonna go and relax at the house for a few hours. And then after that, we're gonna go back for a few hours. What? The weather warning is so serious that if we actually have a tornado warning, we need to, and we will probably have to go home and if a tornado is possible. I don't want to be in a tornado because if a tornado hits here, because we're starting to see a lot more of them here. I don't know if it's starting to. I don't know if it's purple. Well, we're getting home. We're gonna get this thing onto the charger so we can get this thing charged up. And then, well, this thing will accelerate. And we'll be good as new. Fast order. The drop is starting to climb. And the battery let me in the climb. It's gonna aim back a lot of battery. But the house is right here. The house? There are a lot of houses right here. There's the house right there. There's the house. And that's a new style of house. And that lot sat vacant for years, and then after that, and the case town around Malaysia, and it's just a great. But honestly, over time, it's gonna start getting it more and more and more dark at this time of the day than when we saw this about say a few months ago. We're gonna be looking at this in the darkest morning since darkest evening since April. We're really gonna see really daylight. And we're really gonna start. Like we're really gonna start seeing daylight hell. Yeah. So we're really gonna start seeing daylight hours decrease in our rate we had not seen in a long time. We haven't seen it in years. Ian is back home. So I'm thinking that so Ian is back home or someone want to make sure I have something with me and he is home. Because I wanted to get home right before we hit 38%. So I'm gonna haul a night here. I'm gonna hop inside, get my battery charged, and then I'm taking my bath. So, alright guys, we're gonna hop off now. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Alright, bye bye everybody.